All right, and if yada na yasatana say obey dwumadi so braso say Adom Mpensenpensenmu do fiada say editors forum. Nene ye wasem kese wo kuremu a ye pese di ho nkomo ne hwese betime nya anu nu abubra. Ya de a akoso ache ensohwe a enkoda tro wo abetie ye se eliki anase epia bontimpo ansa na bre na so se nkola na betro. Ade ewu mu a ya na ya na se pie baabi fa kumpo a oni beba won so ne atwa nsohwe ni nyina mu na akoda bi a sebe otete pamaban anase wo hye na kura bi ase ate hesuo te ne mpenten kosua na de ne nasisi nsuom ne ade a ye twa nsohwe na akwakutia no wontum wo sama atatwene ekwa be ne be fa so sense ye di nkomo na che as a rhetorics no adoso na de ade mu ode pa a che se e wo se ye hwe na sibetimi asia no isia no kra so yes bebre eba with regards to sa ye wase exams a e koso sisi a ye nyanwe yen it's a let's say maths elikie other papers WAEC for amiati ase say omu institute investigations afi kra no ye examiners list so a eno nso epia bonten omo report to the cybercrime unit of the Ghana Police Service say omo emachire enra nat ekomodie mu no omo de tudwase behia an independent body to investigate afi so kra no another coalition omo nyina ye CSOs amu ewo twaka ewo enwumasiema na stakeholders ni nyina kyerese nye bibi mfamfa sa de ho basa anye hwia na integrity of the certificate de mankwala no aba questionable dru bi so a na je se nanimu egu ase a ne sa me oyera akosi agiman a oye news editor ma Adom FM ewo menchen empanimfo ahodo so ne bi nkomo via Zoom ya be for contempo kwan so ne ho enkeka ho Mamima akosi akosi good morning. Boko de. Na de eze ade se de AC pressure no nkran no. Kasa no mutini ye. Kakra e be she. Na akosi no mama na kwaba no. Kofi Asare ye pani kwanchefo oda education watch ano afei Thomas Musa, General Secretary, Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, as a chair for Kabunko. No, Yabomodin saying, Sir Ebeka Isaac Jihad, Nooks President, and Afi Angel Kabonu, na Yenon Eddie and Komo, na Yatwaso. Maminko, Kofia Sarho, would you wolf ye na Yagofi, Memwachim Wakaba. Minim sa waso audio na
enya
aha afi metonka pa me yiri se bibia aboko de
ahwefo nyina so onyame na Adom.
All right, Uncle Thomas Musa also want to say
onyame Adom media uchiefo nyina di panel members nyina
one so edge so na mama sha se free education watch penny yera Kofi Asare ho san se me kai se about 3 days ago cry na okasaye chese na oni abredenden se kwan bia na mpedifo befa so na waye nhwemu a esefata na sade yebetimi atu ase kura asobo no de ayi wayekfo na ade bo mu se ewo so mo yom yi san se yate abre ene yehwehwem Kofi bia ya ba bedru sisi ene nkomo ayedie efa ye mada ache ho esan se ensusan so papa efiri so hwe ne so beba ne bema yehu sampa yenya da ache mpanimfo papa dien na ofo se wo se yedi egu akwan mu pe ye situation e wo msisi
Eto so baako ene se e wo se ye nyina edi tumu se examination leakage no embo man no ebe boa wo ba but embo man no boa ba ne se ebe ma wonya e omran ke se wonya si nanso nimdia o krata so no ene nimdia e wo ne timu no ebe bo edura ene ntia no krampo no emfa ne nkwachi ebe boa na mepe ene ntia nyina ntia ase se teacher new WAEC new school new awofo aban nipa se wo pew se wo mpew se ye wo de se ye wo de se wo se so I was on the syndicate no so bone means me bo my way the class md bi na university Ghana university no mo ye entrance exams and na ya fa university Sani ma when na county na university for na sani ma to ko mo because mo hu say obi tun ba university no kita certificate so we na grade 1 those days O level. So no head nipa no ote ho na nim dia o da no di no. And result kita na ebodura and me hwe and internal university for na sani ma ba no. So ya hwe ni ye na ya ntoto ya kwan ye na say me leakage no again say no okoso a enche bia ebedu ani nti no say de ma to kwan mu a to so ba kono say e wo say yenya regulator of for WAEC NAPTEX ye ko mo ye examination ma technical schools for and other private sector assessment bodies no mo nyina say yenya regulator ba kwan mo no nyina ye gbo na say say regulator we na be set standards no wa enforce standards no into obeka say bia say okoye exams na say leki wo ha obe cancel and I say bia yen cancel e be ya wo say e be final the final wa obe hu say e punish into next time be very careful and no any bu Ghana ha why can I say why can no or referee as a footballer into no or she go around better say go and you go time bia so she go bia go why can you money bia da time bia na leakage ba no me deny omo ditumu nso ameka say o eritumu nso no ehye side na the leaky after every strong group there and we regulator no ho no mo a sa na ma we na no behwe say when this so a obetima recoil license say the NCA regulate telcos no when this so a obetima recoil license ye hia du Ghana ye nya du Ghana ha de a why no mo ye ne de time bia no me be cast ebisu so afi say no we'll be talking about the same issue apart from regulator the second one there here and say why they have been overtaken by technology and say why for the past 30-40 years now they are still doing things in the 20th century. Technology has overtaken them and you know ama security breaches nanka wo na nanka enye pronounce no see an agency why for the questions no e come strong room e be as a keep post say strong room or keep post that I was say a transport question if you keep post the call e be a same for su and I say e for su if you keep post for su bit na ko be 2 hours and maybe a 3 hours scramble depending on how kita and in China pan other than the corner if you keep post that for su na say you be questions in town amachi why for say time be an question if you strong room pen na obi etwa and na the main avenue leakage the ba and na me say in time say technology have take on say and ne ya trans ya keri say me ne me nua Franklin Kudu I money you discuss here who say e possible say anka ya dey why for embrace technology anka e betimi e make sure say school bia ye exam go bia no e benya Wi-Fi ye ka say aban e the Wi-Fi e secondary schools bia it is a Wi-Fi with school bia and no asanka e benya printer na ye nya internet so Wi-Fi on na connecting to internet on enti say anapaw ye o mas anapaw ye bo 7:30 na ya send encrypted copy of the questions and they are called all the centers because senior high school there almost all centers no what's there almost all centers na senior high schools na ya send question no 7:30 and they are called all the centers and encrypted into me intercepting it and share e be pie e school one no now ma download now you print it exam room one because in this case you are printing just for the student exam room one where question paper spell make us in the banana the encrypted copy is received when the visitors are there when the external visitors are there when the students are there in the exam room may I print it one about 700 schools in I try about 650 schools in I'm sorry WAEC centers Ghana in do 700 and when you are there WAEC into me say your top printer I call it center na make sure say it center be buy that room buy air and Wi-Fi secondary schools
Ekofie there okay nyina why considerations ahwe your network challenges and problems say war electricity reliability ne say na why is considerations ni nyina
I considerations in secondary school bia I center bia no electricity secondary school center bia no
na network reliability because you won cry dey bu out time phone cry network cry mba na fi eno no why na do any break so any so
ni America say Ministry of Education or more embark on connection of internet to all schools. And part of government promises and promises last for 3 years. Now, according to or more wire all secondary schools with Wi-Fi and internet connectivity. On billion students every year now by each year for a number of years. A PPP on my year, a good initiative. And you know, by December or so, we should have internet connectivity in every school. We are reliable internet. Okay. And now I'm trying to say, yeah, we are. Now say we will have internet in every secondary high school. Internet is you have top printers, a special printer for just WAEC examination. And they are called all these schools. Now, the cost of transporting questions from Cape Coast and our match, they be called Elimina, they be called Chifuhimai Lower Dentra, they be called Asin South, they be called as far as Winneba, Colina Central Region. So our cost, any inconvenience, any the cost of insecurity, no, then technology would have solved it.
All right.
Just access to it.
Mamenko Yero Musaho, a General Secretary demand that Monia Chefo, Munim say, Kodemwasha, Monchem, watch Roma, Diakudu Pempes, also Kosoma General. It drew sa level, no nothing, Muakotian says you, and so the cray leaky. A bassa, a bamboo ba, and watch a chef for Mufili saying.
Yo, made us a message right here with you for you. Say, Niaka was me. Eye oman no eda achi asem na ye ka ho asemi se ka so oman no eda achi a ye ka nyoma be ye akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ nyoma be ye doctors lawyers ni de keka ho eno ngine ye ade bi a ehunye ye papa na se ye obia esudie se ye nyina be bomodi an se sa de we ye nyina betumi aboa na ya so ano ye tosu bi mu na se ba ye nga akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ na esudie we ye so no ene se ye siesie mofra no. Na so mo ko examination na o betumi akọ exam no na se exam no ba na abofo kasa hu se kasa na ekọ ye no no kasa nso na pass ye nya obia amboa no ya no eboa ema ye hu se na selection be an ema ye hu the kind of selection e be ye e dey call the various tertiary institution dan de adi ma akọ hu ye papa no se the exam hu an ye ka hu asemi akwa ne say mpempi no amanfo eye comparison amanfo ka say oh school way ya de school way enya de enya kika ho akwa ne san no obia be bomodian say kwen bia o mefa so ometumi pass exam no ombeye eno nche no sa opanyin bi o ana say ni obet depend on kind of position oni akon no no some of obetui command of assurance so chale oba hanu pa dia obe pass ya eno no timi man of bibu abofra na bam exactly abofra no nim say after all so ansua de kra na obetumi pass san so bi am an assurance na de to so bi ma me pese me e pese ni twa kwa mo no say ni se ni amenu aba ma kofi kan ye no be say and then 1 week now ye the to just say technology is the way to go. Because the technology is the way to go, and he said the human interface no a doso dodo. Human interface doso dodo kra engineer say why get bomodi an say no chire mu no san na fa yefuaso say why pe ekwan bia so na yesa ne man esan say mpin bia no why ye bi someone why make chire why make say oh next year no we will correct, we will reduce it. Yes, in as much as we are dealing with human beings and knowing the selfish nature of human beings in there, they are reducing human interface now. These things will always be with us. But parents and people who want to assist their wards will do everything to get it done because by the end of the day, A on his own merit, the nation will suffer for it. And now the church of American one say you can be for quality assurance. Once in that daily graphic, why deny say BBN leaky, and he be say who checks the watchman? So why can I say why catch and say BBNC? Where is the quality assurance? In the bet me and said there is some kind of quality assurance control. Near why can air no and I say near. one I can get no correct. And you say, it's a quality assurance. I mean, I say, BBC will invest one of the investors in Ghana. About the son, your body be from quality assurance control body. They check what you do to ensure say you come out with a quality product. And there should be some kind of quality assurance control to check WAEC and in your
okay. Opani mami say we said they work quality assurance ne ho kaka ho no along the line utie nkomodie me kai se Kofi Asare ne di nkomo be mprenu ansana ene enra ye ne education coalition, one of the bodies also cry say a brass for see ye BP. Me tell you can say more lose confidence kakra WAEC processes especially say nay the buy you kwa more assure say oh mbehwa correct or mo investigate be see to say ebi enkonkosi biem say gidi na say ni hobiem
yeah o mo say yeah shart here yeah I can say there is a need yes investigation was that the mo once you are the first inquisitorial system and a legal system and he said a man should not be a prosecutor and a judge in his own court. Yeah, can say me WAEC and among for GD said no, Bibia and Koye, WAEC said that Minya Bonibia is a Mamia Bibia correct. And I young I general chance you say no, Bibi one Enkoye or WAEC. And a WAEC Eka, any 1 year, 1 year stakeholders on also Eka, and the Senate of an independent body. Our stakeholders in Eka, no so much here WAEC. None ye Wahobian, almost found too bigger. No, but if WAEC continuously insist, say Omomunya Bonibia, the Omoyan, Leakages, everything is correct. It creates a problem.
This time around, me say not any other bodies money abrepa because anyway, akoso over the years. But I say more teachers and especially exams results on they check him output impartation na moye won kwada no so ne hu sampa mo akere mo ade yie o mo atwa anase bia tesa no eduru ho na akoliki na ebia ama credit was ye de ma mo ne ho keka ho no as over the years na money shada mre so papa to say this time around afi na mo say da bi mo amomfa mo na ensi fo mo a moni monyam eka ho bi ne di twitwi fo mo no.
Bon, see, the key problem here is, see, it's not, you see, my uncle Banner said, the passage of exam is the end of the world. No. Here, the issue of unemployment today in Ghana, some of them can be attributed to these things. Because, so be eco certificate, or certificate in the bar. Not only SaaS skill, no, Fanese Ebi Obiaka said, Wakakoya also a teacher, we use school. But we share skill no work. Now we share a certificate near crana. It doesn't match up. And the banasa it creates a problem. You know, can say, Baby Aquacodri near WAEC one thing. Stakeholders sitting in one thing. And who will be the referee here? We need a referee, and that is we need some kind of quality assurance body. And I say at this particular a committee, an independent body must be put in place. Say near stakeholders na can in our own métier, Nania WAEC so can on métier. Nania
me clarity bi as independent body no is it the case say yem form tra ho afebo ana say this specific case no be investigate na omu wi a yeto ahwete.
No, you see, this one should be an investigative body. Medical culture say your legal system on follow them friends say accusatorial principle. Accusatorial principle say bibi anko yia yema obia ho kwan na ne owo bibia ka na aba beka enti somebody na ye di asem kwakọ down no omu no behwe ne obia di aba no WAEC de ne de beba stakeholders obia de ne de beba na sa independent body no ma hwe mu nyina enti omo hwe mu wi a baby ade no down no omo de ato recommendation so mo ni nyina no say cancellation say ye be create a second body in addition to WAEC, and I say make create some kind of quality assurance body. So a way of securing the integrity of the exam. The committee will certainly make some recommendations. And it should not always be left say WAEC can and the other body can. We have been at this particular point for too long a time, and we believe that this is the time that we must get things right.
All right. Ora Thomas Musa mayenda wase na yemfa onsi e beto ankomo no so e wo studio hanum se make say Isaac Jihad awono NUCS president National Union of Ghana Students on mo epani akayensa e wo hanum. Isaac, good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Bokodie. Esukufo is it the case say ensohwe na de mamo no edin is it the case say mo pekoti kwan anasa system no ene ye loose nti mo so mo take advantage?
Well, first of all, examination umo be exams are now opening output. So we say watch your panel there for a period of time, and so who assesses say to what extent na at the trial the money panel nation there no, and based on what we have learned and we never produce it in the outcome. But at any point in time, you cannot also disassociate societal influence, because ubia person ko university ni bi ubia person ko progress. I mean, pressures from home ni bia. Whatever that you have to do to pass, you have to pass. And most importantly, Usha, what's the most important transition exams? Now, I mean, you know, ubia sorry or kind of high school days, because that is what is reflective of you, and that determines whether who call university and answer bibisa. And so at that level, no be any or be their passing. Now, you cannot also discount teachers. Any obia. I mean, it's a complex environment, but largely, no. Whatever the students produced is based on what they have been taught. And so, if you give me 50, I have the capacity to provide 50. If the system provides an avenue, now for faculty, so you know, to have a way of passing the exams, obviously people will do that.
They say, baby, I would say as NUCS president, OSHA system no more. If a pan a problem, they say the stakeholders will be out, can be added to me a solution. No more as NUCS for an answer, who as NUCS president, OSHA have and I'll see a titan near my. That's how we next year.
The first point of call is that if you WAEC, because WAEC determine what is coming in the exam. WAEC they print your papers. WAEC they transport it. WAEC is in charge of their security. WAEC is an independent body. And the omuno outright responsibility say niamana ombe faso they are ensure credible examination ombe faso. Whatever they need as a support can come from the state, but ultimate responsibility no eshe WAEC inside. Let me believe say if they tighten their structure, in any case, sebi obia per chance or the be pass. But senipa na nya apo, definitely the exams no there obetro ultimacy. And if the exam is not available anywhere, if there's no leakage, we wouldn't be here discussing this issue. And the only source of leakage is from WAEC. And WAEC, you know, employs people for the purposes of what they want to use the people for. Sebi opese security officer, wimbe examiner. Na WAEC can say. And the WAEC has whatever it takes to ensure that they have the right people in the right places to ensure credible exams.
All right. Mesa baso na yaba behwe school for nkwada cultural sorry. Psychologically no, say ni tini o madwen. Do on die affair. Ana say e ho asem te mesa baso na member yebra kosi adima so new said it do but osa e cheche ni. Kosi sa situation as say yenyina nim se enwumasua de o man bia mpunto safo na enwumasua to di agrope o man da chi na ade grato pre yenya ho den
nsem no de meka ne se ye kata hye any proye nsem mpento abeka
di ekoso nyina
aye kata hye proye if say politicians nko a teacher for nyina am ka ho bi I'm a teacher. Examiners no me info.
Oh, you teacher for.
I will phone be cry a teacher for. And na WAEC na nkasa nipa na wo ye adwuma. O pesika. Ye human interface, ye the computer. Enye nipa na tra computer na ji. We ye leakages na no.
Oh yes, I know.
Because of technology ntina ye hu no bibiri sa. Nti ene amma what's in social krata no. Problems about. Upasi unya AAAE uko university ebe reflect uko masters ese uko try entrance exams we obeko interview ba ku face panel uko ye even PhD aka wanya u GPA correct I say when they why your masters say why your first why your masters into go straight no yes go try entrance exams we are what's answer ko interview ni nyina ye dey so what say certificate na wo si wanya no e ye no kura pass e wo ana exactly so abrochire Ghana baby asa na examiners omo menim say various subjects nyina omo coordinators ne ade ena awofo ni obi ampenim guase akwada akotro nsɔhwɛ na so ye ade a hwɛ sɛ na busuan mu ni nyina bɔgye ne so ni okɔ abankotwa no afi na to na werɛ ho afi na yetu na jeje mu te sɛ de on de oye kwasampani bi sabi enti no sɛ ade nti awofo bi bɛpɛ sɛ ɔbɛma ni ba bɛkɔ wege ɔbɛkɔ achimota ɔbɛkɔ presec ɔbɛkɔ big schools ndentia yes o de okɔ a we there a ubitwa enti no teacher private schools na ba no kwa the worst ebinumu enti teacher for na ye ka ni examination omwa na di mumfo why can you have investigative bodies bia na for na de nyina wom na just be
na nipa na ono behwe ase ya so nkoda na hwe yie no no mum nsa da te
me so mu nyina aka ho
na
I am telling you as I say nipa yenya ahohyeso we have to be disciplined. Say ya nka say yen say nipa no bontim say me of course ye were teacher for ni bi wa they are very straight magaba yes ade no ye wonkofo ni bi o ye dwuma o WAEC they are very straight but sisia insecurity wa ye dwuma na wi okọ pension e den na o do be kire say ukọ ye dwuma no e den na wanya free obia ni briska
the system na nkasa so mwa
Mrs. system na ye di eye examination no ye di so nkola de hwe e mwa it should be kamem nyaaya anka eye gradual process uko first year exams na dey be setting nyina it should start from there continuous assessment yes so hwe weekly exams monthly exams
first year curriculum no we ya examine wo ho
first term me aye second term me aye
they say a university semester based
exactly into no we wie 3 years no me aka ni nyina bo ho me ahwe average GPA me hu de onya ne de amawo nti ye ne saade a student no ye den obeyire no we say first semester and a first term manya de enti no esese me ya manyere me ho a ebeko atia me na mo musa kwara no nko school emfie miensa o me transfer ko 2-3 hours over control social media de be ba no no yes system I'm telling you yes system na sa no we ekwa ba nyina etu bitwa in any way ye nyina ko school no leakages by student wa prepare no wa prepare ya man the syllabus teacher ni nya kire na de o pass some questions 10 times ni a no benya student why more no modern no we dey open for upon man no money answer questions for man o ko ba ko to papa so enti ni nyina gina say student nso ba gi atum say school na wo ko obesua de ye nyina ko school esua de so enti examination system ni de say ye pese Ghana had edi pa na mu ye dua ye nsesa strategy no na ye shas ye on term basis semester by semester into we 3 years no nana na bibia ye kama
I think it's a good suggestion nya wonko na ye sa suggestion no ma take once or twice na yeah the man mo tron so he no first of all I am not psyching it to say e dia asem ne ka kire mu is it the case say o ko tron so him say anye yi amawu enti memu aminyade enti kwandi amefa so bia
I mean, the reason why I go school, no, you see, most of the time, no, high school students, you who was as a transition to the university, will be a person who university maybe, and at that level, no one share here, pass here, you will be considered a failure because university don't mean Kobe so and be the way you're looking at exactly one share here, and it's also the fact that you strengthen technical education, any other handicraft training. Areas. And we are free say university need the ultimate. I want to your cut off because if you don't get that cut off, not just say what's call ABR the technical vocational training. What I say, making more or less the technical vocational training lesser of a standard at the university there no. And you be free say omo call that level no omo na ebi omo pass your exams and answer omo you wasted was system nim.
They are very useful.
Exactly.
In the economy.
You see, at that level, no, if we elevate the discourse, now be at the same standard, there is no competition for everybody to go to the university because of the focus on the university. Whatever it takes. Some schools, I mean, sometimes when schools be advertisement. What's it? 98% pass, and even BEC go for throw. And also the pressure put the two teachers in so because also during the track record say. Who say or no the students pass. I mean admission requirements. Some of the schools.
This issue of students cry to me this kind of man teacher be now.
Obviously, say
auto questions.
Minji, yes, but Minji in this student need bet me a story directly say or call examiner be ho. Every teacher be and I say even some schools in some addresses some schools. It is a well coordinated and an organized schema. Some schools to me the two parents in him say. Social na yenkola nko chro no ewumbe hia se be bo mo nti every parent ya ma okota udi obia contribute. Oh yes, obia contribute. And I mean some of the issues I atitimpo yeah nansen ya yenkro no kodi to try sema omo call no me. Some of them sema ya atiti ne say ebi mo say ya gigi omo sika say ya dikoto questions among. And this is a school organized scheme. What you say? And to whom much is given much is expected. I mean, expectations were high, say. So why did you almost say Ukoto papers among? Naturally, say they have a certain sense of entitlement. And untina, Adiana Unko, you know, say Ubia agitated, Sano. And we need to look at the issues holistically. Now, you identify all the stakeholders. That
holistic approach, they say, so Africa Education Watch for UT NAT for almost suggest saying called digital. And I say, yeah, technology, embryo, printed questions, no time now, you better and so her now. Because this is of the view, and I think many educationists be so in command, almost to say, terminal based exams, so that it will not be like final exams, do or die. 3 years at the end of so
well, continuous assessment to understand what's the 100%? I think about 30 or 40%.
70. What's 70? 30.
Continuous an aspect of it. I think so. The issue about technology, every technology stands the test of time. And I mean, we are encryption. Eventually, we'll catch up with the people. Then again, yes, eventually. I mean, I was saying also look at the limitations within the country. I mean. If you get to a place, you want to predict, as at the time of going to print, machine, and naturally say what happens to them. I was on moon train. I mean, by that time, now other areas, almost started that. So all these things have to be taken into consideration. Notwithstanding that, proposals now among for the abano, and also it's a step in the right direction. But at the center of it, a human attitude. The attitude of every stakeholder. But the reason why this why can I say they are the center. So questions nimba ubi anyabi. So as to how they are going to do it, whether through encryption and I say ibia or moabe fani pa bakuno or policing however they are going to do it, ultimate responsibility is in their hands. And I think why can so an independent body. And so omuni excuse you omuni be my say ibia we can say we are free. Whatever they have to do to ensure the credibility of the exams, because we know say the credibility of your certificate, and you say you got exams, so we say we call UK and say US one shot, we call trust that GRE standard just to assess the credibility of your certificate. Near years soon or Africa had any standardization. Standardization in say me degree or Ghana. Because Kenya, I was say Ubinjin to say my degree has the same value and standard of that is what is provided in Kenya, South Africa, and anywhere. And to say issues of ABI examination leakages here affected the credibility of your certificate. Only say sometimes your doctor's car or mobile Ghana Hanum, it will be more training or other countries in Samia. But say you do more psychologically, we tend to think that a bit more training on some jurisdictions are better than other people.
But that's not the case.
It's all based on the credibility of the system. And then the amount for your GDA or the output of people you train. And ultimately, I was saying engineering with you see, ebia mama bi wo ho pese ne ba enye doctor. Enti wakwakoto WAEC papers amano. That person has been used to some of these tricks in the system. Ebia once in one way or the other, no never find the loopholes and go through all and even pass as a doctor. But the effect will be on the people running services now more because engineer field now one year juma year ebia okoko fix bridge no one year ni year. Say ebia ono krambo use to bridge no. The the vulnerable people in our society on fast no say bridge no collapse no ko. Say doctor na onhia na de year okoye operation bia na say juma bi wo ho no ma. Amanfo okokoye juma na mo no no be sofa. Enti ema ye hu ade say ebia school for asem and I say national responsibility and collectively no wasi enye Ghana penetrate or WAEC enye Ghana pedia Nigeria wo mu bi Gambia wo mu bi Liberia wo mu enti it's a collective issue or say nyina ye ntena se na ye nka say na ye pese ye exams enu nti na emu bebre no many Africa Education Watch any some of the recommendations are civil society for their to hono adwen.
All right. Uguso share editors forum Adom TV Fridays edition of Mpensenpensenmu yemfa enase ema enyumaku akesia dwumade onomo etachre speedmate batteries ene engine oil opeka batteries papa Rata Motors ono na edi speedmate batteries aba Ghana driver for hu sampa fe na car battery papa abadwa so battery problem is speedmate batteries afi omo engine oil a odigu car no atonsanse car no adwodwo no ho na isu na sanda from din car ne dwane yi engine mu fi ni anja bia engine no su se de wo se isu fe kama pa eti okọ Rata Motors a omo sign wo service center ho a o engine on be change oil na ma kama ni amount speedmate batteries ni binti speedmate batteries speedmate engine oil kai so beto battery na oil no wa pay bi impressor capsules inipa dua ni nyina no kai se aposo no eho na ahoden no ejina eno nti eya abomoden se obepe impressor capsules so ti ya obia o wigenum no mpem mu a wa bobo bi na ho asisi ho so na ne krakra ye rehoboth properties asisi adan akese fe 2 bedroom 3 bedroom semi detached ne detached houses omo payment plan nti sika no mo no kra obetimi a chokwa befa so a obetimi aye efiura open sense so ho dwo a nyina ho asem rehoboth properties for ebehwe na watoto ama yenye kramra ye ba ene pedifo beto ankomo no so. All right, eti yamo akwa babiem ya sign etwa ye nkomo no so kwasi my member also say utie enkomodi a ekoso o memu a really am for your word especially when as you say ye bie education ma obia timi anya kwan akobie na at the early stages people were questioning quality edi ade na ebe betimi ensure sa quality na okakudum pempenso a kane no ye kire obi se asemesi awie form 4 a se nipa no wie form 4 no kra want waso biem mpa so otrase no twere hatum so atwero obi na no okabro fortum se o kasa nso ne owie university kra no onzo wa dia to se twere edi na enye
wo nia esese ye ne se ye ni ye hu nokore ye truthful to ourselves na ye ma ye nkoda no ensua de ye nhye nkunan no munsua de because we ye owofu we ye ochirechire ni na se akora no wo school ye de na hye wonsa na mo monitor o mo nhwe se o munsua de na se mo je o buto majeje mu a edu ba bia se ya na beba no we ye owofu lockdown ba nkoda itifi oba no aso wo hye no so ba ne sua ade wo monitor no wo dede no ana wo gya akoda no na ne oye na na oye e ba ne sa yankasa na ye di enwu hey ye beka yankofa security yankofa independent body na Ghana commissions of inquiries be ne entity e dey na fimu aba ɛdeɛ paa na efi maba yɛbɛya ya kasa ɛnso deɛ ti enti no sɛ yɛn kasa yɛyɛ ɔmanfoɔ na yɛwɔ ɔman yi mu no yɛanyɛ yɛadwen sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛdi no korɛ ɛfa WAEC nsɔhwɛ mu obi nkɔfa apɔ ma obi nkɔgye adamudeɛ anaa bribe fi obi hɔ na sɛ akwadaa na anim sɛ maanyere me ho ansua a ɔno ankasa de nim bɛgu ase exams ne nkɔ yie ma na ɔbɛyere ne ho asua na ɔde hyɛ ne tirim sɛ mekɔ sukuu wei mekɔ remedial school wei di a ɛyɛ dan a me AA ne me BB ne deɛ menya no saa deɛ no yɛbɛka afe bɛba yɛbɛka saa deɛ wei nyɛ dɛ nokorɛ mmara nyɛ adwuma WAECfoɔ yɛn hwehwɛmu na sɛ yɛkye obi sɛ yɛhwɛ line no so a mfoso no fi ABCD yɛakye no yɛkɔ jaili no yɛna kɔgyina mmara nim mmara bɔ no yɛna kɔto afiase 1 2 3 obi abɛyɛ study but ɛdɛ na bɛba yɛbɛka ne sɛ yaa de WAEC bɛyɛ ne sɛ yɛbɛtwa mu afei no ɛno nso na kofa ɔhaw foforɔ abrɛ nkwadaa no yes ɔmo nsuo ma deɛ but exam bia condition ho wankasa wɔ tips wɔ nɔma bi a wayɛ wahyehyɛ afei yɛkɔtwam sɛ afei no wayɛ disappointed sɛ okay nti me hyɛ aseɛ firi hi ɛna makɔwie hi within that short time syllabus na ɛhe na mede fa na ɛno nso ɛyɛ dɛn akɔfa ɔhaw ɛde aba ɛna coronavirus nso ka ho na ɛma schoolfoɔ no bi ani abere na ɔmo yɛagyegye ɔmo sika ɛsi schoolfoɔ no bi awofoɔ no bi tuatua da kɔma school authorities ni agyegye ɔmo sika so yɛbɛhwɛ na biribiara yɛ mmerɛ na nneɛma nkɔ yie ɛna deɛ de bere ne ba no ɛfiri sɛ social distance na ɛwɔ exam hall no ɛnyɛ asɛm kuma wotwa w'akyi ɛnyɛ yie wotwa w'anim ɛnyɛ yie njakora no kɔtena hɔ saa na ɔne ogyifoɔ biara nti sapɔ na nsu a
exam so deɛ ɔyɛ ankɔ na yɛ na
asɛm yam kɔ yɛ bi na me ho fɛ fa me no zoom professor for yɛ bomb left and right na me no so chi saa na tie nti no yɛn di no korɛ ma yɛ WAEC nyɛ investigation ɔmo nyae saa no ɔmo fa ɛho susu aso ne mmra ɔmo a yɛbɛsusu sɛ ɔmo yɛ suspect in this leakages no yɛn tam ɔmo nkɔ mmra anim na mmra ne ɔmo nkasa say yeah we should expose them
all right
yɛtumi yɛ name and shame kura po a at least ɛbɛboa na deɛ ɛkɔ ne deɛ ɛbɛma yɛ certificate no emu ayɛ ha na emu a ɔman Ghana
yɛbɛba na yɛbɛma amanfoɔ akyerɛ ɔmo adwene nti ɛwɔ susudie bi a ɛbɛboa yɛ a ɛnte bi ɛbɛba ahoma no so na yɛama mo kwa ma akyerɛ mo adwene hi asɛm a already about cancellation ne stress ɛne how wɔde bɛto school for so definitely wobɛtumi aka sɛ nsɔhwɛ bɛlike it's no fault of a student because sɛ akonya ni hɔ a sɛ student no po tua sika ma obi po akonya ni hɔ a ɔyɛ de ko tua sika na ɛbɛba baabi a wohyɛ obi a obi akura bi ase a wo abrɛ calculate bi ase obi tro so hɔ bi a me ofo bi ka akɔdɔ ne aka kyerɛ sɛ nsɔhwɛ ni liki wɔ Kumasi ana nkran nti ɛtwa ni nyinaa mu school for saa deɛ no mo wɔ ho tipa paa so asɛ agya mo ano nhyɛ da no dwom ntumi nka ne yie
well nya wa kana deɛ no kra pɛpɛpɛpɛ na yen National Union of Ghana students and until na yen pese yebeti the issue of yen ko
it's omo yes a mass paper ya like say abano omo yes ntwam
who cancel paper a form of punishment na wagya to mo say ebia bibi e on toward and you say yen cancel but when you punish someone what are you seeking? You are seeking to correct something, whether through retribution, rehabilitation, incapacity, whatever you are seeking for. At any point in time when you cancel a paper, your students will now punish you more. Now students are more then. Students in printing papers, students in certain exams, students in transporting. They are the last end. Omo say why I organize say timetable neighbor you on this ABCD a date we center ha. Nipa no call ho akwa tena ho na wa try exam no we free ho. And it say problem ni was system ni mo. You need to address it. Punishing the students and a problem because who prepare for exams and easy whether in a basic school or at a university. Our machikra now since just so you don't sleep. Now say of all this stress. So the psychological stress. Now say and we see the times we also find ourselves. I was saying in June 2 months COVID pressure I the buy no and also is another level because school students in baby or muko fee no ebiana due to societal put that aside sebi questions is linking poor and you be a organ ha no benya no ebia obi so won be
even within a school cry no exams be papers be betimi leaky na obi e wo school mu no a wanti ho asem wo
you get it now obi wo ebia voter region ni mpa ebo any ni preparation nyina say or certain areas akotro exams okoduru ho no enu pepepe no nya into so ko cancer sa nipa no psychological how do you expect the person to feel because definitely we need nipa to state of uncertainty mu yes a student na said yes was unprepared for examination but obia student there for examination na nipa ebo ne say certain specific areas no na beto and when you go and change it because you see nkrofobi anya upon to what extent mu ahe na nya say your universities your senior high schools you use phones wo ho enti omo ni phones ni internet adi year leaking online to what extent no manya access what is the guarantee say if you cancel the next paper no say amanfo enfa niama se enkonya sa paper no but ebia because this time around no obi hati no ebi omo de betete ama a certain few anyami enti your problem ne say we don't have a problem sebi examination leakage nya ade a yinyina obi pe but I was say we should go beyond the issue of going to say cancellation, going to say we are withholding your results like Yehun or Awuni versus WAEC case, no. If somebody must be held accountable because Yenti said WAEC, ever since, in fact, as far back as 2002, the guy said WAEC cancel papers were Ghana Hano. Each and every year, you know, Yanti said WAEC can say, you're teaching for ABCD.
Exactly.
At every point in time, you resort to the issue of cancellation. Now, cancel pressure now only 2 students so because I mean, now students in your mind then. No need any problem no. And if WAEC wants to reform, you person you something different. You person you say, I mean, an oversight committee is in place to ensure that at any point in time, better things can be. In fact, people can even petition say, "ABR, well, anyway, I suspect this because WAEC cannot be a judge in their own court."
Yes. Sabre 0302221170 2211702 2211703 then awo dwen se ye ya ebeboa ama saa nia ekosoi ensohwe leki anibraba ye twa nsohwem ne ho nkeka ho no ano ebetimi abraso betimi ajoin discussion no tewu na fe ya boboso apeja yemo Pius good morning.
Good morning.
Pachoka se fe
Pachoka se fe la pachoka mene papa no to no be agent the say you certainly be upon the bar. Nobody blame another my student. At the end of the day, no more council as a person, no more see a grade so. I don't know if I should be in this. Or some more on your mobile. Because somebody blame my students. Now, more with the upon the bar, woman job, no one. Now, I am more on a council as a person, no see a grade so near there. Or some should be given away a fellow.
All right, Pius, made that say, Papa. Watch what dream or say a secretary be on one, then a school for no mum, and I was set a call Eddie Emma Mokazi. To say, sir, broader stakeholder consultation will be a proposal. No, Ugusu Jina said, Yente percentage, no, so do one now, or didn't influence WAEC for some. Na yen family continuous assessment in Hono.
Debut, and yes, Anna me patru. Say yenji if you there be WAEC for any examination body na omwan kasa no yenye one of exams e between the semester na say yearly aggregation e ba na sa obedu the final year onim dia onim di obenya first year WAEC aba omdom questions na ba ya ko school mu onkola no omaye nti no no man was the first year no na ye no assess o ti say the university second year ko wanimu a no maba
but university na nye external so WAEC be mpene say be external how WAEC know say the teacher was able to cover the syllabus ni nyina
and the curriculum asem
curriculum ye the amount hwe
university as a teacher ni lazy kakra bia go school for
it will reflect hwe university exams no we auditing no what we a teacher ni one mark every year no ye beji de come an external examiner no why random sampling afre say marking marks now awarding in ano. Students didn't deserve one. When there's a problem, yes, it goes against you. First degree, second degree.
And the Ayana guess no watch almost ano.
I think they send only 1-on-1. Oh, baby perception.
What they making?
So I'm telling you,
I'm on forward say our mobile inspector marking scheme ni dia. Na teacher need to meet the
exams
now I'm marking a hand no.
They say me and my set questions. And I'm marking my agreed. Then another examiner.
And when you obi ho na on fiu na o market ya no.
The enwia kogu we asema here can is not about that. We are talking about examination indicators.
David na me person me yes sure. Who say one adu we have to na.
Insignificant. Just come and
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Okay, sex for grade no there. Okay, sex for grade there.
Nkwara ni bi so me nkwara abon on na this 20. Obehye that the ho twitwi teacher ni sa.
Oh, papa no.
Ntomwa enya konfo enya yafo. Omienu.
All right, but of course, you time almost have. Hide or last words na fi ye ni pija mu.
Well, was I can the mesra paying for so say yeah when they agitated now omo kasanya man omo junior students no so ho kakra because nan say mu ko die to trust ma omo ko kikan say ma en se fata nyina condemn here omo si omo failing obi an ko kan say because students si omo failing the yemo omo ko receipt paper no see we need to hold our leadership accountable I was say the two memo obi say on ye ejuma bi no the person should be able to account to the people. Now, whilst we are looking at protecting the interests of students as national organized students, you know, may they support any Paiboa timing no more mutual exams CHE. Say, you born empire so we pass it successfully. Now, at the end of the day, no, we'll come together to support the building of Ghana.
All right. Man, come on for say team no akakudu Cape Coast. MPP. Nyame admoch na omo manifesto launch no. Yade hunsun so nyina bebro ha na ye election headquarters kokromoti power inti sharing so nei make say kra no adom dwaso nsem fire live at the Free Cape Coast between 2 and 6:30 ekusi say so be kaja gumo ha nsana ochina anapa no de ekoso bia na ye no edidi di hon komo de hunsun so abro nti koso ahwe Adom TV ti Adom FM ti Asempa FM Share FM ne online portals ni nyina na bibia be kokama kosi medawase say ene utimi eba kosi adman eye news editor ma Adom FM osaye chichire di bateno no ehu pe no onye senso hanti ane nkan kese na fe eye Isaac J Hyde ono eye president ma National Union of Ghana Students Ghana school fu nyina on president na ti hey ti yewia e bedi nkomo bi medi na na say ampofo jey ene Wabe Kofi Ampedu ene na pamfo ene boy Chidom David cameraman on duty ne sound osmosis na ho okay logos my yele bosi nyame adom a dafofro ye be san ehia biem